Okay, in this mess, look what they did to this room. Look what they did to this room. Oh my gosh, there she is in this mess. There's one of the mess makers right there. Okay, this is Taylor Swift. She I got her fixed yesterday. In the last episode I told you that I would tell you the story of what happened. So, okay. My vet, I'm going to try to put the picture on her. My vet, um Doc Bowers in Waldron, Michigan. She no longer does female fixings, but she does male fixings. So I got Bobcat Barker fixed, her brother, or possibly half brother. Got her fixed, him fixed, and then her I set up for a while there. Backstory: for a while there, Lenawee County Humane Society didn't have an they had started a program where low cost spay neuter. Well, for a while there, they didn't have a vet to do it. And so I guess just recently they got another vet that would do it. And so I was able to sign her up. You have to be she had to be at least 5, I think. No, I'm sorry. My vet said my vet says they should be at least 5 pounds. I don't know what the requirements for the spay neuter program is. I don't think they gave us one. Maybe they did, and I just don't remember. But anyways, I was able to get her signed up, and it took, I think, a month. That's what I was waiting for all this time, was that, for her appointment to get fixed so I could let her heal up and then put her outside. Well, it took, like I said, I think about a month for them from the time I scheduled the appointment for her to actually, they schedule it like a month in advance, is what I'm saying. Because they're just so backed up. So, anyways, they told me because she was, when I filled out the application, they had little notes like, do we need to know something about this cat? Is there something we need to know? Them are the anyway, so I said she's scratchy and doesn't like to be held, and so they did call me and they said, if this is what the way she is, doesn't like to be held, whatever, semi-feral, you need to bring her in a live trap so we can sedate her through the live trap, because if you bring her in a carrier, we can't get a needle through there to sedate her before we handle her, and if we can't handle her, then we can't get her fixed. And so I have a tiny trap for, it's designed maybe for rats or, possums, something small. And so I put her in that. Well, when I got her there, apparently the trap was defective. When I got her there, I was waiting outside the door, and she slipped out of the trap. The trap door opened and she fell out. Well, she ran over into the corner. If you know how Lenawee Humane Society building is, you'll understand what I'm saying. Where the bottle return is in front of the building, she ran right. I was standing right over there, so she ran right into that corner. Luckily, she ran into that corner, and so I was yelling for the staff inside. It's like, she got out, but I didn't want to, I was outside. I couldn't, I didn't want to leave her so she'd run away. So I was like, she got out. So they come out, they had they had a net, and they had some other type of net that folds like in half, like a folding chair, designed, I guess, to catch animals. And they were able to catch her. Boy, was it scary there for a minute, but they were able to catch her and get her in, and then they zip tied the live trap closed so she couldn't, whatever's wrong with it, it couldn't happen again. So now I got to look at that live. I want to keep the live trap because that's the only small one I have, and got to see what's wrong with that. If any of y'all know how to fix live traps, let me know. So anyways, that was our experience with her. Her name is Taylor Swift. Tail, first name. And so it was a bit scary there. It was fun. I think they'll probably remember her. That was something. She was a troublemaker. And by the way, I was an hour late. I could have swore they told me I was supposed to be there at 9. And they said even in the consent that you're supposed to be there at 8. But I could have swore when they talked to me on the phone they said 9. Because I went right over to my calendar and put it on the calendar. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they misspoke. Maybe I just remembered wrong. I don't know. Because the problematic dogs come in at 9. And I know that because I was out there waiting. They had the doors locked. I was out there waiting with somebody who had a dog. And they told him to come in at 9. So anyways, maybe they just got a little confused when they were talking to me. Okay, bye.